Going to brush the snow.
This is Anurag in a snowstorm. We don't get snowed in. So beautiful. I'll give you the keys.
Yeah, I'm going to drive the car now without a driving license. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Anurag Singh and we are going on a cultural historical tour in Sweden.
This is the real truth of it. Behind the scenes, I had to do it anyway. Anurag wanted to be a film star, a YouTube vlogging film star. But that's okay. That's okay. Now we can see.
Oh, we found a moose. Run away. Oh. It might come back. Oh, here there is one more. Wow. Unbelievable. Near sight from this close. They're beautiful creatures though. They're also like giants. We are going on a hike. We are walking around. It's some kind of forest. Lots of trees around. Parkera här. Men vi parkerade här. Det är endast för vandrare. Det är inte för långtidsparkering. Okay, so that's the story. So we are expecting to get a house, I guess, here.
The foundation.
The foundation of the house.
I think this might be the foundation.
Oh, could be. So actual house is like moved and
This is the foundation.
yeah, so this was supposed to be a house and in 1939 it was removed and then the only foundation is left. There is more to see in this culturistic. And our voice continues. It's kind of slippery. Yeah.
I mean, when did it say it was built?
It was in 19th century. But in 1939 or something, they moved it and they rebuilt something. Maybe the foundation was still same. But that's the thing, they used these big rocks instead of anything to bind. Like not small bricks or something.
And that's the entrance over there.
Yeah. Maybe we can have a look here a
You
little
just
bit.
be careful.
I mean, I'm imagining there used to be a house here.
Yeah.
And I have to enter in the house. I'm hungry and I want to eat food from the kitchen. I'm going to the kitchen. Wow. These are a bit of plants. What do they have? Oh, it has thorns. Wow. Let's be careful here. And since I'm invading someone else's house, so they use the thorns to protect from me. It's invasion. Kind of feeling it has. Let's go. It doesn't look very big house though. I mean, maybe good for a small. Yeah, it's like it's not as big. Anyway, I can try figure out what's this small. It looks like small igloo, but it's not igloo. Kind of tiny entrance it has, small entrance. I just want to make a comparison how big it is, to be careful a little bit. Okay, so kind of if this used to be a house. Oh, it's so dark in here. There's nothing inside probably. I don't know, do you think people lived here? In here?
Either they lived there or this could be where they stored their food.
Oh, because it was like this place becomes snowy. So, oh my God, I'll turn on the torch to see how it is inside. Wow, it's full of water. I can't go inside actually. So it's quite interesting to see. Wow, people have been. I don't know if it could have something inside. It's a bit dangerous. If stone falls, I'm dead.
You have to be careful
Yeah.
and walk here,
Yeah.
and that's good for me.
How high are the... Oh. Wow. Family of named Helena and Adele, they lived here. We'll find their further houses in the trail. So this is how they used to make this. They put like stones and they put the top with the turf.
Yes.
It's not the turf on the playground, maybe. It's a different.
Yes.
No,
It's like moss.
sorry, it's moss.
Peat bog.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the stove over there. I can't tell.
So isn't the couple lived here with 5 children, isn't it?
Yes.
This rather looks good, big enough than the previous one. Previous one was a very small house. So I think it's not that big, but still quite big. Look, this was the house, and this is cellar. So used to make small kind of. You see here to store some things. In a small room, kind of. It's called cellar. And it's supposed to be a stove here. I don't know how it looks, but it's a bit hard to see because of ice. This is the first cement house we are seeing. Let's see what this is about. This is Adel's house. So when Adel left his family at Christensen, previous board, he started to build here. Okay. However, it is reported that he went on crutches, so he can scarcely have raised the walls here unassisted. Perhaps he reached an agreement with some local masons. Adel did casual labor sealing timber walls with moss. The house was never completed. An unusual detail is the plaster, which still remains. Cows were free to graze in the wild in the past. To protect his small plot of ground, Adel laid a boundary wall along the north and west. Okay. Elsewhere, he dug a ditch, leaving the clay as a dike. Adel died in 1918, spending his final years in Bergalund, which is close by the car park. Oh, so it was never completed.
No.
So it was how he lived then. The rain.
He didn't. I don't think he ever lived here.
Never lived.
And the interesting fact about this is that cows that were allowed to roam free on another island called Scheringen, that was the way they managed too, is the cows roamed all over the island. But instead of having a wall to keep the cows inside, you had a wall to keep the cows outside of your property.
Oh.
So that's what he did.
Yeah. The surprising fact, he never lived here, you mean?
No.
But isn't this a bit kind of expensive business to make plaster out of this house?
Yes, and that's why it was a mysterious thing. It was mysterious to people.
That's true.
So
I mean,
think that this was a wall to keep the cows out.
oh, yeah. But this looks more like still an entrance. I'm not sure if this was blocked from here to here, or it was open but only walls here. Wow. Guys, such a fascinating thing, you see. So this is the next site in our tour here, and it says Rossrisk. It means seems like there can be stones that might be falling down, so we are not supposed to go inside this. Anyway, I can see from outside. It's probably one of the settlers that we have been talking about from before. Oh, it's a bit fascinating though. I mean, you can see the entrance at least. Let's see. Oh, that's an entrance there. You can see the details of this. Looks to be an entrance. Still, as others, it looks rather a small house. let's now read about it a little. Is this Helena's?
Listen, that's a picture you have to take.
It says the stone house was built in 1864 by ex-Marine Abraham Quick, then as 41. The roof was of turf and the walls probably plastered and whitewashed. Oh, seems like he's a rather rich person. The room was probably panelled, hens were kept beneath the settle in the kitchen. At the back of the kitchen by the rock, heather and peat were stored. The few trees that grew there were too precious to be burned as fuel. In hard winters, the family would leave the stone building and creep into the potato cellar. Wow! In order not to freeze to death. To provide for his family, Abraham would travel as far as Norway in search of work. John Samuelson was the last crofter here, which is how it comes by its name. He lived here at the turn of the century with his wife and 4 children. Both parents died, and in 1915, one daughter, Annie, who was nearly blind, was auctioned out and the son Oke placed in a foster home. Wow, that's a bit heart-wrenching. The youngest daughter, Ellis, lived till 1989. Oh well, that's the story. That's how the life was back those days. Oh well, it's getting a bit dark now, and we are not going to stop long now. It's quite fascinating. I've used the trees, what's called branches, to make this. It's so good. Okay, just have a quick look, and then we go. Kringuldet. Go this way or go that way?
Yeah.
Okay, both are the same. Yeah, sorry. Wow, look at these. Una persona som bothar. Just beyond. So this house you see is from 18th century when Olufsen lived here with his wife Helena. And now we are in the 19th century. I'm time traveling. We are time traveling. This is at 18th century Sweden.
That was her bed place.
Inside.
If you want to take a look.
Yeah, let's see. Someone has put these things, not. Need to turn on the torch and we see what's inside here. The line of a bed. This is going to be a bit. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Look at this. Okay, here is supposed to be a bed. It's a bit creepy though. Okay, here we go. We go out. Yeah, it has. This place was built by Nicholas Gren, whom you first encountered at Grenegardet. One room and a kitchen, walls of timber and board, a turf roof, a lean-to with a sloping roof for the ship, an earthen cellar below and a hen house opposite by the side of the rock. Nicholas and his wife appear to have been auctioned out about 1900 when Helena Ben's daughter was made homeless by the fire at Christensen's. In 1903, she moved here with her 2 daughters. In 1915, her daughter Anna's child Elsa was born here on the wooden settle. In 1924, Helena moved to the new old people's home at Trolltorp. Anna Sofia from Helga's then bought the croft for firewood. She and her daughter Helga, who was then 19, were able to pull it down by hand. Helena died in 1932, nearly 80 years old. The remain of Helena's place. Well, it's only the foundation left. It's getting really dark now. It's a bit steep. careful.
It makes me think of, people who can't swim,
Yeah.
drowning.
Ooh. Maybe now we are back from our tour. It's a bit of dark now. And now we are going back to our house, to our summer house. अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया हो
तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें। नमस्कार।